Ariel Hukporti went off. I know it's only Summer League, but he's moving well and he looks extremely impactful. However, his future with this Knicks team could be in jeopardy. According to reports, Ariel Hukporti may not be in the future plans for the Knicks. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. But before we get started, about 54% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Ariel Hukporti goes off. All right, let's just get this out of the way right now. In last night's Summer League game, the Knicks turned the ball over a lot, shot poorly, could not defend, and also allowed Ron Holland to go off on us. Now that we got all of that bad stuff out of the way, let's talk about it. It's a Summer League game, and in Summer League, I'm looking for flashes of brilliance. And last night, we saw that from Ariel Hukporti. As you can see here, the Knicks dropped this Summer League game last night to the Detroit Pistons, 104-86. Did I not mention that the Knicks were blown out in that game? If I didn't, I apologize. That's another bad thing. Adding on top of that this game was really over by halftime. But again, we're looking for the brilliant flashes here. And from that group that we saw play last night, there were some other Knicks players other than Ariel Hukporti that also showed some great flashes, including Pacome Dadiet. Shout out to Empire Sports News for giving us this following information. According to them, Pacome Dadiet led the Knicks with 17 points, while Marjon Beauchamp supplied 15 points in support. Kevin McCullough Jr. tallied 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, along with the steal. But he also shot 5 of 13 from the field, so he needs to work on that shooting. Tyler Kolek turned in 10 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, and a block off the bench. However, Kolek also did a little bit more than that. He turned the ball over a lot, and because of his turnovers, it hurt the Knicks, especially in that first half. Shout out to Empire Sports Media for giving us this following information as well, too. According to them, Pacome Dadiet and Ariel Hukporti got the start and made some very impressive plays. Hukporti finished with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks in 20 minutes of action. Hukporti is vying for a spot in the rotation under new head coach Mike Brown, potentially as a backup center. And he showed some signs of life in the front court last night. Ariel Hukporti wasn't the only impressive player last night, but he certainly put on a show. Key rebounds, key blocks, and for me, the biggest thing that I wanted to see is how he was moving, how active he was going to be. We all got to remember, this is the first time we're seeing him play since he had that torn meniscus, and we had no idea how he was going to look, how he was going to move, and what he was going to do out there. And what did we see? Fluid movement. He was blocking shots, getting key rebounds, and putting that fear into opposing players trying to penetrate and create. Now, it helped them a little bit because at one point, there was a stretch where the Knicks couldn't make a basket and the Pistons couldn't make a basket. So he was getting rebounds because of that. However, you have to look at the flashes. He was blocking shots, moving without the ball, rolling to the rim. But his movement, his activity, that is what I was looking for. Because once you have an injury, especially a meniscus tear, you always wonder when you come back if you're going to be the same player, if you're going to move the same way, if you're going to have the same level of impact. All of those questions, they were answered last night with Ariel Hukporti. If he keeps developing, his impact is going to be insane. Clearly, he has something to prove, and I think we all understand exactly what that is. He's trying to prove why he deserves a roster spot on this team off the bench next season. And given everything he's showcasing, if he continues to do this and produce at a high level, it's going to be hard to ignore him and ignore his impact. But it's not only that he has to prove something to Mike Brown. It is much deeper than that. Ariel Hukporti needs to develop and showcase his skill set. His future with this team depends on it. Now, you might be asking why I'm saying this. And if you're asking that question, let me present to you this article by The Athletic's John Hollinger. In this article, he reveals why Ariel Hukporti needs to prove his skill set, needs to show out in Summer League, because if he doesn't, he might be cut from this roster in the future. Let's break down this following report here. According to Hollinger, welcome to the most provisional roster spot in the league. He's speaking about Ariel Hukporti. Hukporti has a non-guaranteed deal worth $1.98 million. But at the moment, he has total roster security because keeping the 2024 late second rounder is the only way the Knicks can stay below the second apron. Alas, that job security is only for a few months. Only for a few months, ladies and gentlemen. Take a closer look at the Gerson Yabusele deal for just south of the taxpayer mid-level exception. It left the Knicks enough wiggle room to not only sign a veteran into their 14th roster spot, but also to waive Hukporti before his guaranteed date in January and then sign a veteran for the second half of the season. If New York cuts him in January, waits the maximum 14 days to fill the roster spot, and signs a vet for the rest of the season, I have the Knicks clearing the bar with enough room to also sign a veteran to their 15th roster spot on the last day of the season. Alternatively, the Knicks could also send cash to another team to take Hukporti off their hands, then backfill the roster spot with a veteran, something they can do as early as December. Hollinger also mentioned in this article one of the ways that Ariel Hukporti can prove himself to the Knicks and the coaching staff is to show out during Summer League. And last night, he took a step in that direction. The way he moves, the way he blocks shots. And we all understand with the Knicks front court, you can never have too much size on this team. You can never have too much center depth. Last season, Mitchell Robinson, not available. Precious Achiuwa, even though he was more of a 4 than a 5, he did play 5 for this team. But to start the season, he was out, not even ready for the season. And Karl Anthony Towns, he dealt with a number of knee issues last season as well, too. What I'm trying to say is we need more size on this team. Please do not get rid of Ariel Hukporti. If he shows up and shows out during Summer League, don't even think about adding another veteran to this team. Let's keep who we have, protect the salary cap, and also in the process, increase the chemistry. Have we all forgotten that Ariel Hukporti, while he was having that great rookie season, he was doing it with most of this Knicks roster who's still available right now? That means he has chemistry with this team. And I think we all can agree, you cannot trade for chemistry. I would definitely not want to trade Ariel Hukporti. I would not want to waive him. And I certainly don't want to get rid of him for another veteran. He's a very good, young, impactful player. We all see it. He is showing the signs of being a very good player for this Knicks team in the future. All he has to do right now is continue to show out and do everything he can do during Summer League. If he does that, he will be protected. But if he doesn't, it is very clear New York wants to win. And in their minds, adding more veterans to this team might be the way to do it. And if Hukporti does not have a prominent role on this team by December, it's likely he's either going to be waived or traded, so that way the Knicks open up another roster spot so they can add another veteran to this team. And in my opinion, that's a mistake. Talent is all over the league. And when you find it, it's up to you to cultivate that talent and develop it. And the Knicks right now, we don't have that many first-round picks moving forward in the future. If that's the case, you have to hold on to the young talent that you have, especially when you identify that that talent could be a very good player for you in the future if they develop the right way. Ariel Hukporti, he's that exact type of player. I am hoping the Knicks don't cut him, but instead they utilize him. Because if you utilize Hukporti, in my opinion, good things are going to happen. But what about you guys? What do you think about this shocking report indicating that if Ariel Hukporti does not do what he needs to do for this Knicks team, potentially he could be traded, cut, or waived, and somebody else could join this team instead? Potentially a veteran. Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.